Hey everybody, back here again in my garage. You can see I get a little bit better lighting, one bulb, whoop-de-doo. So I haven't been uploading videos every week like I said I would. Let me get this tire out of the way. Kind of because I've just been really thinking about the car and wondering if really do I need to do coilovers right away? Do I really need to get new wheels and tires right away? I mean, tires obviously, because these tires are probably like really old. I mean, they're not dry rotted, but I mean, if I look at the DOT number, they're probably several years old, and I'd rather have newer tires and not just lose control over the car. The very second I decided to take a corner pretty fast. The garage is pretty dirty right now, so what I'm probably gonna do is, excuse me, honestly, probably gonna put the tires and wheels and the brakes back on and just kind of skip the suspension for right now. I mean, the one suspension kit I was looking at, it was around $1,200. I mean, yeah, that's not that expensive for suspension kit. I mean, some people it is. Some people are like, oh, well, you know, I can get coilovers for $2,500 and that's expensive. Well, you know, I'm kind of on a limited budget here. I'm not super wealthy. I mean, I make a good amount of money, and I'm not super rich. Trying to make sure that this mic stays plugged in. I did get a new mic, as you can probably see right here. Trying to keep it out of frame, so my audio should be a lot better. So I am trying to do stuff to make this channel better. Another thing with the motor, we're still gonna go full build. I mean, the cams on the motor, the intake and exhaust cams, they're rusted, but I don't think they're that bad. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, they're rusted, you need to, you know, pretty much, here, let me get you guys off of here. See if that comes out. No, it doesn't. Raises up a hell of a lot, but it doesn't come off. Hold on one second. Sorry if the camera shake, guys. You're gonna see the camera pop back in the view, or the microphone, sorry, not the camera. There we go. Try to get the microphone out of view for you guys. But I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but these cams, I mean, honestly, I could probably live with that. I don't feel a super amount of rust on them, no surface rust really. I mean, everything's pretty much been coated in oil this whole time anyways. But yeah. Oh, look, I got a leaf blower. Huh. Yeah, doing an acre with a handheld one is not great. Yeah, so basically, it's not even in the way. Perfect. Basically what we're gonna do, we're still gonna take this to the machine shop. We're gonna pull this out. That's gonna be the next thing to do. We're still gonna pull that thing out. Taking it to the machine shop. I am getting some mid sleeves, MID, Darton MID sleeves. And so we're gonna do that. We're still gonna get the JMF manifold. The injectors, I mean, there's only one missing. I don't know where that one is. I don't even know if I have it. Sorry, I'm trying to like move you guys around and like do all this. This is kind of a spur of the moment vlog, just because I haven't uploaded, and I honestly really have been thinking a lot I know I don't have that many subscribers. I know that not a lot of people really watch my channel, and to me it's not really about that. It's about the journey of me bringing this car back to life. You know, I mean, yes, I'd like for you guys to watch and enjoy it. This car more is, I wouldn't necessarily say it's for me, but you know, this, like I said earlier, this is my first true like sports high performance car, and I want to see it through. I don't know why I'm so gassy. Why? But anyways, oh look, we got Aphrodite here. Sit. Oh, that's such a good girl. Yeah, say hi to everybody. What's that on your nose? Did you just eat that? What the hell is that? Give me a kiss. Thank you. Oh, you're such a good girl. But yeah, so kind of like I said, really just, does that not go on that way? It goes on somewhere. Does it really have to be the other way? Or can I get it on this way? Oh, I can get it on that way. Alright, cool. I don't even know if you guys can really see that. No, perfect. Alright, well, yeah, so basically, I think my garage floor is not level, but it doesn't really matter anyways. Yeah, I think we're just gonna build the motor. We're not gonna do suspension just yet. We're not gonna do wheels and tires just yet. We're gonna wait on that stuff. So I'm going to put the brakes back on, the wheels and tires back on, because obviously I can't get those suspension parts off. I really can't even get the axle nuts off to get the axles out to strip the car completely down. We're just gonna have to do that at a later time. That's not a big deal. I mean, if I break a couple axles, then that'll be the time to really do something. But for right now, what I think I'm gonna do is we're still gonna sleeve the block. We're still gonna go 90mm bore. We're still gonna do 100mm stroke, which that'll get me up to a 2.5 liter. But I mean, technically, really, I think it's like it's like a 2488 cc or like 2466, something in that range. So it's not technically a 2.5 if you really want to get technical, but you round it up, so it's a 2.5. So we're still gonna go to the 2.5. We can do stock heads, stock cams. We're gonna have to upgrade the valve springs, so that will be a job to do. Like I said, we're still gonna do the JMF manifold. We'll get a front mount intercooler, just because I don't like heat soaking top mounts, because top mounts are dumb and apparently engineers think they're smart. I don't know. Yeah, I still want to do a carbon fiber trunk. I still want to do a carbon fiber hood. That's pretty much all the carbon fiber I can put on this car for right now. So basically, yeah, the next few videos that you see is going to be me pulling this motor out. I'm gonna take it to the machine shop. I'm gonna see if they'll actually let me watch them, you know, take out the old sleeve and put the new sleeve in. And if I can video that for you guys, I think that'd be awesome for everybody to see that. I don't think that gets shown a lot of the time. Most people are just like, oh, well, I'm gonna send my block out, and then like a week later they get it back and they're like, oh, got my new block, and they show you the new sleeves and then, you know, all that stuff. They're like, oh, it's so shiny. But I don't really think anybody shows the process that goes into it. So I mean, if they let me show and video that, that'd be very awesome. And you know, I can get a quick turnaround. I'm still gonna do 1/2-inch head studs on the heads, so we're gonna have to drill and tap those. First I gotta get the head studs from ARP, and yeah, just do new timing chains, And I mean, yeah, and then once we start going up in power, we will just get the crank keyed, get the cams pinned, because these cranks, they only use friction washers. They don't use a keyway like a lot of the, muscle cars or some of the other four cylinders, which I don't even really think any four cylinder really uses a keyway. So we'll get the keyway cut, we'll get a keyway in there, we'll get a keyway cut on the harmonic balancer as well. That way they can stay in line and the friction washers don't just start slipping and backing out. I believe it's the same way for the cams, that's why they pin them. So we'll do all that, we'll get a new timing chain, maybe while the car's up in the air right now, which I probably should do. I don't know if I'll do it, but I should get those not main bearing caps, I guess is what they're called, but they're called bearing caps. They're solid billet aluminum from Speed Performance, so I'm gonna get a pair of those. So I'll take the transfer case out, we'll crack the transfer case open. I'll show you guys that whole process. We'll put those back in and put the transfer case, like I said, we'll put the transfer case back in. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. Like I said, this was a very spontaneous upload because I just felt like I needed to make one. I needed to let you guys know, all 9 subscribers of mine, and I just wanted to keep you guys up to date, and whoever watches this, so it might be like 20-30 people. This is not going, this hasn't had any action, and there's no music, there's no time lapses, nothing like that. I just needed to get a video out because I feel bad. I genuinely actually feel bad, and I really want to get this car done. I have a deadline. I literally have, what is it? I don't even have my phone on me. I think it's the second week of January right now. I literally have till July 4th weekend to get this car running. I got a buddy coming down from New York. He's got a 2019 Ford Mustang GT, and we're gonna do a few things on that as well. He's not coming down to stay, and the car's not coming down to stay either, but he's gonna be here. We'll probably, I think, gotta do an X pipe on his car, and then maybe an intake, and he's talking about doing lowering springs, but we'll see if he gets those or not. I don't really know. What are you doing? Anyways, I don't really know if he's gonna be doing those. He's kind of scared to mess with springs, and me used to being a mechanic. I told him I don't really care. I'll do the springs, but we'll see what he wants to do on that. Yeah, but so basically back to the Mazda, we're just not doing this anymore. Suspension stuff, we'll wait on that, because I mean, that's a big undertaking. Not really a huge undertaking, but that's a minor thing compared to me getting that motor complete. I need to get that motor up and running, and I can't, like, I don't see the reason, whatever, I don't know. I can't even speak right now, but it's whatever. But yeah, the suspension, that is such a minor thing compared to actually getting that motor complete. That motor is the heart of the car. That's what makes the car. That's what makes the car run. Suspension, cool. It makes it drop a few inches, and then, yeah, it handles a little bit better. But honestly, I'd rather get that motor running, and I want to go back to the way I normally think, and I don't care what the car looks like. If I can go super fast in a straight line, and I mean, I do like road racing. I don't want people to just be like, oh, this is another guy that just likes to go fast in a straight line. Like, yeah, I like to go fast in a straight line. Who doesn't? So, like I was saying, like, I just want to go super fast in a straight line. I don't care if the thing's rusting out, if it's got holes punched in it from old rust, if it's got body panels missing just because they're not there. If that thing can go out there and embarrass a lot of people and just look like a raggedy piece of crap and just be blown away by that car, that's what I like. I don't care what it looks like. I can leave 2 pounds of rust in a parking spot, So, but as long as it runs great and it goes fast and it sounds good, that's what I like. So I'm gonna go back to that. And we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna slap these brakes back on, put the front and rear bumpers back on. I'm good, like I said, I'm gonna get that carbon fiber trunk, I'm gonna get that carbon fiber hood, but first things first, we are pulling that motor out. And we are getting that thing sent to a machine shop, getting the holes drilled for the 1/2-inch head studs. We are getting that, getting those, sorry, getting those cylinders, getting those cylinder bores cut out, getting those sleeves cut out. We're putting new sleeves in, going to a 90mm bore. We're doing pistons, we're doing rods. We're gonna get a new crank, which I'll just go to a junkyard and grab one of those out of a 2.5, you know, a 2010 2.5 Mazda. It's, you know, that's pretty much all they do. And we'll get everything balanced, we'll get everything resurfaced, like on the crankshaft and all that stuff. And if it needs to be rebalanced, we'll get it rebalanced. And the head, I'm gonna send those cams out and see what they can do about them. Like I said, they don't look terrible, so I may just kind of wing it and just, you know, let it go and just see what happens. If it chews it up, it chews it up, and I really don't want to spend that kind of money on a head, but hey, we'll see what happens. I hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, please consider subscribing. Hit that hit the like button below, and hit that bell notification, and subscribe. And if you can dream it, you can build it.